game. We haven't been able to adjust the audio yet, so we'll have to do that once the game's ready. So, do we just want to be GGWBP or do you want to be Will?
We will. We just create.
Create, yep. Select it. There you go, options.
Options.
Maybe we just need to turn the audio down. We'll turn down to like 5. There we go. We definitely want to be able to hear stuff.
Okay.
Hey everybody!
Hello.
We're here on our first day of Spooktober. I would say Spooktember.
Ooh.
That's the sound of Will.
Because I know I'm going to be the one playing almost all these games.
How do you know?
Because I know. Because you're like, you get more scared than I do. You being me and that. So, yeah. Because I get more scared than you do, so you're going to make me play scary games. Alright, so we do.
Oh, huh. Well, and also thanks to Koi Boy for your whispers. I, for some reason, just now got them. I hope you enjoy playing Hyper Light Drifter more. Alright. But, yep, we're going to start playing some spooky games in the evenings. We're going to give Borderlands a chance to get its shit together in terms of patches and balancing and whatnot. And because no one's watching us play it, because who gives a shit about us? But, also, we don't necessarily plan to do full LPs of all the games we start during Spooky Time all the time forever October.
Yep.
So we don't know if we'll play all of Amnesia. It's mainly just to ruin Will's life. So it would be awesome if we could get up to where another streamer lives Casanova and finish off the month by playing some PT for Will. But I don't think it's going to happen. So
I mean, we could just go up there a weekend.
that is true. Neither of us have real jobs, except for the real job that I have. And, yeah. So he's going to be playing some. I'm going to be playing some. We have a list of the games down in the bottom of the channel list thing. Will, were you going to go look at those?
I was about to, yeah.
Okay. But we're open to suggestions from anyone for anything. And we might get some more if a lot of game retailers in October do like, spooky game sale. So everyone call Sega and tell them to put Alien Isolation on sale for Will.
CJ's been hankering for that one.
I've been hankering for that Alien Spankerin'. But without further ado, we're going to get into this game about forgetting stuff. And we're just going to play on normal mode.
Okay. What is hard mode? Oh, okay. Start a new game.
Oh shit, I hope there are subtitles.
Can we not turn them on?
What is the thing is I hope it's a game where you can do that without having to go back to the main menu.
Oh, okay.
I've played a couple games like, nope, you can't. And I'm like, oh.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London.
You get to play as Daniel.
What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him.
Are you looking around?
Yeah.
Oh.
My name is... I am Daniel.
Just curious. Yes.
Just doing the one light. You're a little dark.
That's fine. I'm in the back. I don't have to be noticeable. I can just come over here and touch you in the darkness. And it also makes us both look spookier.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go.
Let's figure out what's going on.
A memento has been added to your journal. J or Y for quick access. Press M.
Follow the liquid trail and find its source.
Man, already starting with P jokes.
Ha.
So I'm going to try to not be a jokey jokester and mainly just going to do everything I can to fuck with Will for this whole playthrough.
Cool. Stop it.
But Will, do you know anything about this game?
Besides the ending, the water scene, how monsters
You know
find
the ending?
you. Yeah.
Oh.
I had that spoiled for me because I didn't play this game when it came out. Wait, E leans?
Yeah, E and Q will be lean. Yeah, you have to click on stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's a physics-based game. That's another thing to remember. Because leaning is very important.
That's weird. Closing a door is grab left and right, but opening it is grab down.
What?
Yeah.
It's not just left and right for both?
Got a tinderbox.
Like if you just click that door and drag right, it won't close? Yes, it will.
Yeah, it closes, but to open it is...
Drag it left, have you tried?
Oh, it did open
Okay,
that
I was
way.
like, what are you talking about? You can do it either way.
Tinderboxes use like the current number. Tinderbox is shown in your inventory. Okay.
Because I've played a number of frictional games, and this one is probably their best
Can
one.
I throw chairs at stuff?
You can throw it at stuff that will not hurt it, but it can like get in the way of it.
Okay.
I was about to say, the other ones had weird mechanics where you could like pick up a chair and swing the mouse, and the physics acceleration would do damage, but it sucked. So this is all running and hiding. So here we go. Get ready for a lot of whispering.
Okay.
Right into your soul. I don't know if this is picking up on the microphone.
I don't know either.
No one knows. Stisek is here. Well, is he here in Rob form or Stisek form?
Oh, what's going on?
Oh.
Okay.
Sanic was pretty spoopy. You gotta go fast, Will.
I mean, there's not a... Is there a sprint function?
There's definitely sprinting when it's time to actually do stuff.
There's a shift sprint.
I'm assuming it is. Because there are parts where the monster is just going to chase you.
Nice.
Is the plural of Chow chaos?
I don't know.
I'm just looking at that now and I'm like, wait a minute.
Because we didn't do... What's he saying?
Is it any animals to give your chows?
Oh, we didn't do anything with the chows.
Yeah, Will's doing a chow free run.
Yeah, I purposely voted all the chow boxes so we didn't waste time in the chow world.
Because Will has had his nostalgia jimmied.
When standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes or other sources of light.
I can't remember if you can die from your sanity getting too low.
I thought you could.
You might. I just don't remember. Because the last one of these I played was Machine for Pigs, and that wasn't a thing.
Sanity wasn't?
No. They got rid of sanity and the inventory system.
Wait, so how did you carry items?
You just held them in your hands.
Oh, so you could only carry 2 items?
One item.
Oh, that's even worse. You have 2 hands.
Yeah, but... Oh,
But what?
did you not just see that monster walk by?
There wasn't a monster walking by?
A dude totally walked by on the right. Don't look at the video. Part of me is like, man, we should just turn off that other TV. Turn off
That one?
Yeah. I will be the chat master, and Will be
When you
censoring.
say unsettling events will reduce your sanity and be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Can't see anything.
You have a tinderbox.
How do you light that?
Go and open your inventory. I. Oh.
Tab.
Oh, what? Do you click the...
Use to ignite sources in the environment.
Oh, maybe you have to like click on a thing to light it. Alternatively, you could turn on 40 TVs.
Is this a torch thing?
No, it'll have like a little thing on it. Yeah, would you just go ahead and turn that TV on? Just,
This one?
yep.
Where's the off button for
It's
it?
your TV. You should remember it's on the side.
It's right there.
There we go. So now you guys are only talking to me.
Why did you not want that on?
Just because it added extra light. It made it less immersive.
I'm not sure what I'm actually supposed to be doing.
Just you're supposed to be following the drip trail on the ground.
So, okay.
I don't even think we own 40 TVs.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, he said alternatively you could turn on 40 TVs.
Hmm. Got a lantern.
There we go. So pressing F will fill it with oil.
Okay. But I don't have oil.
I don't know. What happens if you hit F?
What's this? Huh, why can't I open that?
You might just have to. There we go.
There it is.
You have some
I have
oil.
a very small amount of oil.
So you can turn on your lantern with F. There was some screen tearing. Boo.
And this will make me less insane.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That is dark.
So you can light that with the tinderbox. There you go.
But monsters can see
Yep.
the lights. Oh, it's a candle. Oh.
What? I didn't know you could do stuff like that. Wait, can you open it? Throw it up in the air and see what it does. Is it something you can open?
I don't think it's something you can open.
Fucking furniture. Well, we found what Will's stress activity will be. Of when he gets too freaked out, he's just gonna go into a safe room and throw shit around until he feels safe. There's some tinder. Now Will can find all of the single moms in his area.
Heh. I only ever use Tinder for a little bit.
What are you doing?
I'm putting this carpet into the fire so it'll burn. That way I'll have lots of light.
There's no fire propagation mechanics.
Oh, well, that's dumb. Just waiting for the door that just immediately has a monster behind it.
Why Why is it screen tearing so hard in the middle?
Mm.
Would you pause it?
Sure.
Options. Graphics. Oh, would you turn vertical sync on? There we go. Yeah, now pull out the thing and turn and move around. There we go. Nice
9th
oil.
of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume
Oh,
this
shit.
drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner
After
sanctum.
this is done, we
Find
need to open up
Alexander.
OBS and turn
Kill
the
him.
desktop volume
His
back
body
up.
is old and
It's still
weak.
turned down from Sanic.
Yours,
Okay.
young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is
I
following
don't know
you.
how well that would work,
It's
Robert.
a living nightmare.
What's he asking?
Breaking
Don't worry
down
about it.
reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and
I mean, I
murder
don't-
him. Your former self, Daniel.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so you need me to.
Yeah, we need to turn the. I forgot we didn't turn that. Yeah,
What do
just
you need to change it to?
turn it more, right there. All right, yeah, that should be good. We'll make sure everyone can hear the audio. We forgot we had it turned down because Sonic doesn't have a volume mixer.
Wait, is there a reason why you would not want to put oil in your lantern?
I don't know. 50 televisions would probably give enough light.
Okay, so now we have the note. I need to go down into the castle to kill a guy named Alexander.
Yes. Alright.
Was that bits or something?
Yep. Just Robert being hooray for spooks.
Yeah, eat a dick plant. Are we just going back the way we came then?
I don't know. You're supposed to be following the drip trail, I guess.
I mean, it ended at the desk.
Oh, then you're trying to get to the basement. Or whatever that letter said for you to do. You're going into the rainy hall, it won't budge.
Okay, so I did go the
Was there a
wrong way.
key in the desk? Did you open the drawers or anything?
No.
Because drawer opening is like the main gameplay loop of a friction game.
Do you have limited stamina?
I don't know. It was this desk?
Yeah.
There might be something in this room. Because what did the letter say? No, I remember it's... Oh, I guess you can go to that one.
Is it notes or diaries?
I don't know.
Yeah, the note to self.
You have to...
Go to
Shadows.
the inner sanctum, find Alexander, kill him.
Oh, that's like the very end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so you just, I guess, need to find a key or something to get in there.
But where is... Oh, there's something.
Yeah, you got sanity back. Rob, is the volume okay for, like, the game? Nice.
Oh, wait, I guess I'm in this
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay.
The stone of Brennenburg's full of monsters.
And now I'm surrounded by monsters.
Good thing you know how to sprint.
Hello, bugs.
That's a cool painting.
Oh, okay.
Damn you, crofters.
Why? Oh, because it looks like jam.
Man, there's probably really cool stuff in the laboratory.
Probably. The wine cellar. Is this just like the hub area?
Maybe. I played this game in college. It has been years. Oh yeah, we can also play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh god, no. Well, that's as far as I can go that way.
So, Will, are you gonna get drunk? Or are you gonna do science? Or are you gonna get drunk on science?
What?
The two rooms you can go to.
Oh, I don't know, I'll probably go to the lab. I'm gonna check upstairs first. Eat. Oh, it's just another. Yeah, here. The archives.
It's the archives.
The archives.
You put them on your tacos.
Wait, can you? Oh. I was like, can I pull those boards off? Alright, to the lab.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I thought you just went free dodge roll just then because you just sped up really quick. Remember, monsters can't grab you if you fan the hammer. Remember to check your sanity every now and then. Brain's not doing too good. There we go. Because it's not pulsing.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Did you notice how your vision whooped when you came in and then the lights on it, then it unwhooped? Yeah. Hey, Dervik. We both look like we're going to poop our pants. Well, I have to go to the bathroom in like 30 minutes.
Why do we go in 30 minutes?
I don't know.
Wait, did it force me to put the lantern down?
No.
It did. I'm out of oil.
Just add some oil to it. You hit. Oh, there you go. You just add both to it. Why not?
There goes a chunk of my sanity, probably.
It's too bad we already played Layers of Fear together. How's your brain? Okay.
Was that fine?
It looks pretty groupy. Like, I think if you're in this room with this torch on, you don't need your lamp coat.
Oh, okay. Oop, let me do that.
Oh, just double click on the oil item to put it into your lamp.
Ah.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
Why are you doing this? You need to focus on immersing yourself, Will. That's what the game explicitly said to do. Stop dropping shit on the... Stop it. Stop it. People came here to see you get spooked. Stop throwing shit on the floor.
It's kind of funny.
We'll just play the game. You're chow gardening really hard right now. You picked up a chemistry pot.
Nice. Oh, it doesn't read all the letters. All right.
This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the copyright binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Will is a cat. Confirmed.
Because I'm just throwing all those bottles on the ground.
Yep. Once again, you don't need your lantern yet.
Well, the screen is dark enough without the lantern that I can't see stuff. So.
Okay. The lack of...
Because these lights.
The lack of a chimney is to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are strained by the fumes and will be
Stained.
stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar.
To the wine cellar, where there will probably be a monster.
See, because now you're in brain spook zone.
Yeah. Just waiting for that first monster to show up.
Yep. That doesn't make you recover sanity.
Oh, okay.
Sanity only recovers from making progress and solving puzzles. You just won't lose any more sanity. I think it gives you back some if you were like on the brink of going fuck nuts.
I just don't know how many tinder boxes you get, so I don't know like if I should be lighting torches all over the place or just sparingly. Oh, okay, so I need a key. To the archives. The archives. But are they chives?
All I know is that it is not the onion.
So is there a point to like crouching? Does that hide you from monsters better?
Yeah. You do have that. That would probably make the fear go down, but we're here to maximize will fear
No fear.
and then bottle and distill it.
What do you think my fear would taste like?
Right now, chili and grapes.
Okay.
Precious will vitae.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
That's a really big buff.
So how much ring around the rosy around a table am I gonna have to play with monsters trying to murder me?
Like 7.
Catalog.
I would say if you have any more than like 5 tinder boxes at a time, feel free to light stuff.
Okay.
Wheelam's contract.
Bones?
No. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break his seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerich.
Willem. Stop it. So that was 6.
As I don't remember whether or not this is a game that kind of keeps track of your shit. And if you have a whole bunch, it's like, well, we're not going to give you any more until you use what you have.
Mm-hmm.
man, we're gonna watch football.
This is the
Studium?
The studium,
The stadium.
not the stadium.
It's where studs are. Look at all these drawers and cabinets you're not opening.
I guess I should start at the bottom.
That's the real reason the monsters are chasing you. They're just super pissed you're leaving all their
17th
cabinets
of
open.
May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write.
Then why don't
I
monsters
feel a
chase
need
you?
to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail
You
me
leave all the
if I
cabinets open
linger.
in the kitchen all the time.
Today,
I leave, like, one
I took
open.
some men and
Mhm.
ventured
Left, like,
into
3
the
or 4
dark,
open some
ancient
days.
passage we uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
Our torches burned
I'm just
faintly in
airing
the
them out
murky
so
air
our
as we
dishes don't
slowly
smell.
made our
Okay.
way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt
Did
a
they just find an
strange
Eldritch,
familiarity
basically?
toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside.
And then they left you there
I
to
was
die.
trapped.
Shits that I can't pick up.
Why are all the signs flat?
I don't know.
What a chode.
Hmm?
What do you...
Oh, it sounded like something happened. There's tinder in the fireplace.
What's the room name?
Historia Loci. Did we search all the rooms back here?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Yeah, we did.
Alright. Yeah, that's the sound my fan makes. Can you light the fireplace?
No. That'd be cool if you could.
Oh no, Stysek's putting Latin in the chat.
What is he saying?
Scripsi signa quae ego sum latine versi. I don't know, it's probably something from Star Trek. Is there a just leave the house and go home option?
Is there?
No. Just like a open a window and jump. That's like our thing. No, stop it. Just play the game.
I am playing the game.
No, you're not. You're throwing shit around.
It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Take that, monsters. Get back.
I'm sorry, Robert. Oh, does it tell you what the thing means if you just look at them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, because I'm out of oil.
Yep, you're using your lantern a lot.
Well, I don't know how much you're supposed to be using it, or not using it. Okay. I guess I'm getting on to the floor.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a
He wrote in
faint
Latin, I wrote those
blue
signs in Latin because
shimmer.
I'm a chode.
My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
You have to move forward.
Oh, do I? Yes.
It's like, why'd you take your hand off the keyboard?
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Oh, no, I still have a little bit of oil. Oop, didn't hit that. Nice. Thought I saw a hand icon for a second.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Use maps.
You don't know me like I love you.
Sit down.
Oh, it's a tinderbox.
Oh, that was the room caving in. There's something. So, is there a way out or around? Fried open unbreakable by hand.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Yay, more oil.
I keep forgetting what rose red is.
Rose red? Like
Oh.
the color?
No, the thing that Robert brings up from time to time.
What is it?
He hasn't said. He
Oh.
said if there was a version of this game set in rose red, he could die a happy man. There you go. It's already broken, William.
Oh, it's already broken? I thought it wasn't breaking.
Gotcha. Just reading it.
Oh, okay.
Is he reading it? Oh, just music started.
No, just music started. I thought he was reading it.
Alstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as it can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All the travelers should indulge themselves in such conversation, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty, got lost in the cold, dark woods, and were ever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark schemes do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During this stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only never to be heard or seen from again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was the mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him?
A lot of text here.
The immortal Baron! The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby. Is there a period between nearby and Alstadt?
Nope, nearby Alstadt.
At his castle nearby Alstadt, and like most of those of noble birth, rumored...
Noble birth.
Man, they don't use enough commas. Like, they're fucking comma splicing and...
Run-on sentence? Or
No, they're
not
doing
run-on
compound sentence errors out of their ass. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring was never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago lived through the time of occupation and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Oh shit. Unless the Trinity of my traits has been completed, one day I'll become just in my traits. That is quite the prophecy.
What is the prophecy?
That all of the gods will... Oh, did you solve the puzzle?
I think so.
Wait a minute, didn't he say something you have to do them all quickly?
Oh, yeah.
There's the other one.
Is there another one?
No, they just all reset.
Oh. Okay, so there's 1, 2. Oh.
There must be a fourth one. Oh, there we go. We got some sanity back.
Nice.
Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can all rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine, and this would, in a sense, solve both of my problems.
There's the key to the wine cellar. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, so now I have to figure out how to get back to the wine cellar. No, that's still busted. Here.
Or was it not just in that room you're in?
In this room?
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Well, not this one. I meant like the room with all the books.
Oh, it's probably a key to this. Oh, it is this door's open now. Oh, I already opened all this.
Yeah, you're...
Oh, we're back at the beginning. I think. Oh yeah, I thought.
Yeah, you can crouch.
Okay. Well, looks like that's the only way forward.
You ready, Will?
I don't like this anymore. I can't throw enough bottles on the ground to make this okay. That?
I don't know. Did it hurt you if you walk over it again?
No. That was weird.
How's your life looking?
What is your life meter?
That's the heart on the left.
Oh, does it regenerate?
If you just move over, it says all is good.
Oh.
It's okay. Your sanity isn't super great, but you're not insane yet. I have to go to the bathroom, so
No, don't leave me alone.
just have fun, Will.
No. I'm turning on the chat again so I can read it.
Don't turn on the chat. Don't turn on the chat.
Why? Is there? Oh, wait. Was that not the key to the wine cellar?
Was it not?
No.
There was a key back in that wing you didn't open.
What wing?
The archives.
Really?
There was a locked door.
I don't remember which one you're talking about.
Because I remember there was a door that said, this door won't budge, it is locked.
Yeah, but then that door opened after
Oh.
we got.
Well, look in your inventory. What does it say that key is to? The wine cellar key.
Huh.
Do you have to click it
Maybe.
to like use it? Use the key. There you go. Got more sanity back, bud. See what your sanity says. It's fine, Will. There's no monsters in the cellar.
There's always monsters everywhere. Go to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right.
Robert, you tell me if he turns the chat on.
So, a slight headache.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Did you enjoy that?
Did you enjoy that? Did you jump a little bit?
A little bit, because it just said there's an enemy nearby. Did you even need to go to the bathroom, or were you just standing out in the hall?
I kind of want to see.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I had to pee.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there he is. There's the first monster. Bottom increases your health trinket. Oh, like it's a permanent health increase?
Ooh, your sanity's hurting bad. No. It's just if you take damage. What was in the other container?
What other container?
There's a.
You should stay in the light.
Oh, you look like you had a second vial of something. Yeah, that right there, the thing next to the oil.
On oil.
Chemistry pot.
Chemistry pot. What?
Oh, Robert gave me the promised money for spooking you.
Oh, is that what you... What the fuck? What the fuck am I stuck on? Oh, okay, so my sanity is just whatever.
Garbage, yeah.
Yeah, so we know there's an enemy over here somewhere.
So I don't think your sanity drops to kill you. I think what will happen is if you have like the lowest amount of sanity, it's the equivalent of making noise, so enemies are more likely to find you. But yeah, I don't think you'll just die of insanity. But I might be wrong. I definitely was killed a number of times during this game, but I don't think it was ever a... My brain's too dumb. There's a tinderbox to your left. Behind you now.
Oh, I'm out of oil again.
Shit. Oh, no, you're not. But... Is that how you became a ghost, Robert? As you die, almost die sick as you died of insanity? But no, I went to the bathroom, and then I just was watching the stream to see where you were. And I was like, oh, your sanity looks better. Yay, you're feeling better now.
Oh, am I trying to get the ingredients that he was talking about? Orpiment and caldrite or whatever.
Yeah, cobra, and then you need one of the vitae. You should be all good here next to the light. But yeah, this is definitely a game that punishes you for like kind of being a baby and sitting in a corner with your lantern on, because then your lantern runs out and then you're fucked.
Oh man, I just don't know where that enemy went.
I mean, they may not even be here anymore.
Oh, do they just roam all over?
Yeah. Because that could have not been like an enemy. That could have been the game going spooky thing.
No, because it popped up a thing that said there is an enemy nearby. Because he came out of that door.
Oh, like he was wandering around the play space. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you just turned and saw him and he was just going around a corner. That is the proest tip you can do.
Shut the doors behind
Is
you.
when you practice sprinting through a door and then shutting it as you're coming in. Because enemies can't open the doors. They have to like stop and bang on them for a second. This is insanity level darkness. full refill worth of oil.
Is that? Can you just?
What if you click on it? There you go.
Huh.
So that was I guess we should have waited until you were out.
Yeah.
Well, now we know those things will give you full oil.
Okay, so we know whatever enemy is here. It's not in this room yet. Why is that funny?
You just made that as spooky as possible,
Yeah.
opening the door. You're just like,
Alright, now we just gotta look in this room. Swear to God, he's right around the corner. I'm pissed.
well, you should go.
So that is like the noise they make when they bang on doors.
I think so. I think the music would change though if it was like actually after you. Did its arm just clip through the wall?
I think so. Where did that barrel come from? Like where did that come from?
Ghost barrels. I think you were probably safe up until this point. Or maybe unless you...
How's my sanity? Oh, it blew out the torch that I lit.
Yep. I think enemies can also turn off your candles and shit. Oh, wow. Oh, so it has a full refill even if you don't use it all at once. That's cool. I don't remember those at all.
Okay, so now we need to figure out how to get out of here?
It seems that way.
I guess let's go ahead and relight that so we can save oil.
Sounds like a plan. Can you fuck with anything over there? Like pull on the rocks?
While moving, press the left.
For a strong push in the direction... Oh. Are you using right or left mouse?
Say right mouse for a strong one?
Yes. So maybe you need to hard push. Oh, you have to be holding it first with the left stick and then press right. With left click and then you use right click. The barrel is clearly an Easter egg for the Atelier games. I'm not sure what that means.
Not sure either.
I mean, maybe you're not even pushing on the right thing.
Like there's something else in the room we have to push on?
Mm-hmm.
That could be it. I think. Is that a... No, it's not a door.
I mean, it seems like you need to do something with this.
That's dark.
What was that?
Was that me saying that?
What was said?
Someone said, "What was that?"
Oh, I didn't say that. You can't pick up those rocks, right?
I don't think so.
Can you push the rock? If you do the heavy push?
I just tried.
Okay. And you smack this collection of shit with this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Power of chairs.
That doesn't make sense.
Huh. I'm assuming those are point-and-click adventure games. Can you just open the door? Oh, this is stupid.
The chair is the greatest tool. See how far you just shoved that boulder with this chair?
Physics. I'm sure you can probably just open the door. You have to go fight that monster, Will.
You can't fight the monsters.
You have to fight him by staring at him really hard. Oh. Maybe you have to give the door a big push. Huh. Oh, is that the one you were talking about? That's where it has your favorite crafting series? I think physics objects falling on you can hurt you. So be careful about pulling things towards you that are really heavy. Ooh, that door's slightly open now.
I opened it.
Yeah.
Was that solve the problem?
I think you'll always have a slight headache. So I think that's the highest. What the fuck is that? Just the meat pile on the ground.
I don't know. Maybe someone was pounding on the door and the monster got him.
There's a lot of meat in here.
Oh, they're open this way.
Will, you want to go to a haunted house?
Maybe.
That I make. Then all of your fears.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh,
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Oh, okay, so all of
accept it.
the work people.
We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
All the workers became the monsters.
Yep. I think you can hide in these. Oh, there's some chemical on the table. A note, and then you might want to check the cabinet first. Now, can you fit your body in there and then shut the door? Yes. Pro strats. Remember that, William?
But does that make you crazy because you're hiding in darkness?
But you just turn your lantern on.
Can they not see you from
The
in here?
door's shut.
Oh, they can't. Like, there's no gaps or anything.
I don't think that's a thing. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Gerich. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle Brandenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed knight of the order would want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I had been rewarded during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and to do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolical ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer ellipses. All right, can you mix all those things into whatever?
I'm getting ready to hide in my closet.
Maybe just drag them all over to the pot.
Kibbles are referred to using the appropriate apparatus. Oh, okay, so you can't. So we have to go back to the lab.
Yep. And back we go, Will. It'll be fine.
For sure that's not a music change right there? I never checked that room.
Will, what's your favorite movie or game monster? More chemical. Let's get it and go.
There it is.
There's all
the
the
fourth
shit.
one.
Time to run.
Can they follow you between areas?
Probably not.
So you don't really know. Game monster.
Mine's
Like-
probably Nemesis.
From spooky games?
I don't know.
I
This is
guess.
what's y'all's favorite movie or game monster?
Oh, okay.
Spookum-a-gookum.
What the fuck was that?
Does it say you're hurting now?
A few cuts and bruises, yeah. Bro, like,
Nemesis.
so are we doing like horror monsters or?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Okay, give me a sec. I'll think about one.
Mr. X is from 2. The third one is Nemesis. Yes. Nemesis is the one that goes stars and has a fucked up face and a tentacle hand. Yep. That looks like laboratory stuff. Though Will left the door open.
There is no door.
Will left it wide open. Smart. There you go. Now you're safe forever.
I would say probably Pyramid Head.
Have you even played Silent Hill?
No, I just really like his character design.
Oh man. Oh, you have to put the
4 different chemicals are needed.
click on the chemical things then. Yay. Yeah, because it just put it in.
Oh.
And it gave you some sanity back.
Army's like, alright, pull out your gun, it's time to fight. No, evil within.
Oh my god, I need Will to play Silent Hill 2. Puzzle solved.
Does it just go, or do I need to check?
We haven't
these?
turned any of those vials.
Oh, okay. Hold left mouse in circular motion, the wheel will move the same direction.
There you go. Now you gotta turn all those things.
The house is very angry.
Or it's super jazzed with meth. Hot and acid. So you were making
Time
drugs.
to get super high.
Cosmic egg crate.
Why did we need the acid?
I don't know.
Oh shit, the stairs are broken.
Well, you live down here now. Your journal is changing, or it's saving. I don't know what that thing in the bottom right means. Any mementos? Nope.
Just the first one. It's probably not worth it to light that, because we're just gonna leave through whatever this is. I think.
Nope.
Oh. Because this looked.
Can you use acid on like the? Oh, because you can't get out of here, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's worth lighting this because we're just burning oil.
You can use. Oh, you have to just rebuild the stairs.
Okay. Yes.
Stairs completed. There you go.
Oh, it turned out my light right there.
You did it. Or we can pour acid on the weird jam door.
Oh, yeah, that might be it.
The SS Hortensia. There's a lot more jam.
I might take another hit. Yep. Why does it keep attacking me?
Yeah, because there's the jam door at the bottom of the stairs. There's the ladder for Metal Gear. that shit. Yay! Smart.
To the refinery?
You're doing it, Will. You're doing super good. You haven't even spook jumped.
No, don't try and comfort me.
That is going to be this for the whole month, Will.
Ugh.
Except for the days you get to sit over here and I get to play Alan Wake, which isn't that scary.
Oh, it's not really scary at all.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Oh, I am out of oil now.
Well, fuck. Well, go straight and remember not to stray. What are you looking for?
Oh, I thought there would be something on the ground I could pick up.
Nope, it's time to go crazy.
Where's the blood trail at?
There's no blood trail. Oh, crystal clear is the highest level. Cool. Well, you got a shitload doing that thing.
Yeah.
You could use an air fryer that doesn't use oil.
An air fryer.
Is it called French fries with oil?
Be careful when crashing near enemies.
Let's be careful when near enemies.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You always want to be crouched when you're near an enemy unless they hear you and then run.
Ugh. Son of a bitch. Are you not supposed to look at him?
No, you look at them and hurt your sanity.
Like, even if they're just on screen somewhere?
Yeah, just avoid looking at them at all times. If you can, unless you're like, fuck, where are they? There he is. Hopefully there's something in this room right behind you.
Behind me?
There's a door right there.
Oh.
Because you're just taking constant sanity damage right now. Anytime those weird ripples are on the screen. That's oil. How's your brain? Head is pounding, hands are shaking.
Should we come in from this way?
Yes.
So we need to go that way.
I have to say, Daniel has hella night vision.
Yep.
He ate all them carrots. Your last tinderbox. Another tinderbox. Oh no, that's juice for your brain. So now you can do sweet jukes and sprint right past enemies.
1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Son of a bitch.
Robert just said, fun fact, the whole thing about carrots giving night vision was a propaganda thing in World War II to try to confuse Germans, which I don't understand how that would work. But I believe that's dumb enough that our military would be like, stupid Germans, they think carrots give you good eye vision. Alright, you're good to go, Will. 100% safe all the time. I'm really excited to see you get chased for the first time.
I don't want that. I know it's gonna happen, but I don't want it.
It's like taking medicine. Just throw bottles at it. You have 2 full heals, you're fine. Oh. Oh, fucking for sure. That I know what that is for. That just little thing is, if an enemy's chasing you, just crouch and go through it.
They can't crouch?
No. Is your brain dead? Like, what's going on right now?
I don't know, because
Well, look at your brain.
Oh.
Your brain is dying. So you're I think you're screaming in insanity right now. So like they're gonna find you. So just be ready to keep running.
Hey, there's a whole thing of will.
Oh, nice. Well, that's interesting to know. Well, there's your next puzzle. Oh yeah, tinderbox. Oh, I think there's some behind you. To your left. Oh, I thought there was a little pick-upable right there. Yeah, some more tinder. You're doing good, Will. You're doing okay. It's all good all the time. Look, oh, Sonic's probably in there.
Is that a dumpster?
Does it look like a dumpster? Just remember, the demons can smell your butt.
Stuck. Something that's clogged.
Oh, there it was.
Hmm?
Right there. Yeah, more brain juice.
What?
Oh, again, I just tapped on the door with its fingernails. You don't want to drop down the spooky door?
Well, I thought about going in there first.
Because there's like 3 rooms you haven't gone into.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah, you walked past all of the closed doors.
Yeah. So you think we should go in then?
I mean, there's always a chance you'll find more oil and tinder boxes.
Yeah. And monsters.
And monsters. But you know where to haul ass to in case you get spooked.
Mm-hmm. It's like, what is their sight range decent?
I don't remember anything about how they work. Other than that, they don't do a shitload of damage on normal mode, so they can hit you a bunch of times and you can keep running past them. And you're much faster than them.
25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to
Robert is
Africa.
spooked. He's not even playing the
This
game.
must
Oh, is he
be
also
something
getting
very
spooked?
important. I just know
This is
I've taken it
intense.
upon myself to
I could
piece the
definitely see
all back together, but it's been more difficult than
why
one
people
might
freaked
think.
out so much about it when it came out.
Pieces are behaving strangely. They seem
remember
to
when people said
change
BioShock
color,
was a horror game.
shape, and texture,
horror
but
game.
ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course
Is that
of
what happens?
centuries.
Yeah.
Smith
if you-
eased my mind
I'll say after
a
this.
bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Like if you ever go to a place where there's just some very old glass panes.
You can tell me your story after you're not dead.
Did that just... Yep, that ruined my sanity.
Those are bones.
Those are bones.
So now you're walking the direction the monster went.
No. This is back at the start. He went that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's the hole.
But if you go to a place with
Yeah, like really old glass windows, the bottoms are thicker than the tops because the glass is slowly moved down over time.
weird. Well, looks like the only place to go is to leave.
Into the hidey hole. And let's get some more oil. So how much did that? Okay, so that refills just a little bit.
You stepped onto that stuff.
Does that stuff just hurt you all the time?
It'll only do it once. How much damage do you have now? There's a few cuts and bruises.
Just a few cuts and bruises. Alright, here we go. Son of a bitch. That's annoying.
Stop staring at it. You gotta go. How much damage do you have? Still good.
So good, but insane.
There you go. Step on the floor.
The cellar archives. New area.
He crashed through the surface. The dark Atlantic water smothered him as he struggled to make sense of the situation. Oh, there's a lot of light. Let's see what I'm gonna do.
Son of a bitch. Oh god.
All right, now there's no more light though. You probably need to turn your lantern. Yay!
The water section.
It's probably fine.
No, it isn't. I already know this for a fact.
It's coming.
Son of a bitch.
Just get out. Just get out of the water. Just stand on something higher than the water. Robert's like, I don't like it. Dude, it's not in here anymore.
Oh, how do I know that?
You'll see, like, if it's standing still in the water, it'll still have like a white, like, you'll see like the splash mark of something standing there.
Okay.
It was very apparent in the water when you were looking at
Was that the only switch I needed to
it.
do?
Yep, now you gotta go do stuff. Just don't be in the water. See? Right there.
So it's right there.
Uh-huh. But you're really fast.
Alright, here we go. Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Jump on the high things. I don't know why it can't hit you right there.
I don't know.
Make it stop. Pop, 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 pop. What is it?
I don't know.
Ah,
It's right there, so I got like.
Yep.
How am I gonna get in and out of this room that I think I need to go into?
The same way you got out of the last one.
Here we go.
How much damage did that do?
Oof.
Barely conscious. Drink some drink. Just don't quit. Oh fuck, that almost killed you. Drink it again, you're still dying. There we go.
Yeah, so I can take a hit from that guy.
Weird.
Oh, hey, there's a guy with another wand.
There you go.
I wonder.
It ate that book. It did seem to notice that.
Alright, back in the hall. Here we go.
Ooh!
Fuck you, monster.
Get on a
What does he say?
Robert just in black. Get on a crate! Ah!
I wish you were here to play this with us.
Oh, don't worry. When we move up there, he gets to be a part of Spooktember 2.0.
Yeah, go after that book. Go after that book, you dumb idiot.
You guys have no idea how many Five Nights at Freddy's games have come out since we stopped playing them.
Isn't it like 6?
Yeah. Oh, that door's not open. Oh, no!
Okay, so do you have to pull that switch and then run over here?
I bet you do.
Okay. Well, shit, I'm almost out of it. Is there anything I like?
I don't think so. Time to go Psycho Butternuts.
Alright, now we get to do this in the dark. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, but it looks like it's... Oh, it came right to you.
Right in front of me. Get out of here, you big dumb idiot.
If only this was wasted water.
Heh. Heh. Fuck, he's fast.
What a dick. What a jump.
I'm out of oil. Just fucking waiting for me.
Yeah, it's really good. Go!
Here we go.
He can't catch you in the water. Keep running. There's the door. Go, go, go. Is that another one over there to your right? Yeah,
Yep.
that's good. Why is there more than one?
I don't know.
Why'd they make more than one?
I see some crates over there.
Yeah, who was like, we need more invisible creatures?
Oh, I guess there's light, because I'm not insane?
Or you made progress. Will, you are... Oh, those are body parts.
Yep. No reaction to that one. Okay, looks like there's something, a lever you can
He's
pull.
eating it.
Is it? Oh.
You can hear him. There it is. You have to throw that and then crank it. You might die, but I'm pretty sure the game. That was a good throw. Go for it now. There's your chance. Nice, Will. Oh, not done yet. Keep going, there's a door right in front.
I was just looking on the shelves to see if there was anything.
Ah, Will did it. It's locked. Make it It's locked with a simple lock. Hollow needle. Oh, do you have to pick a lock?
Strong surgical needle.
You did it.
There we go.
You're doing it. Well, you're solving these puzzles. Not even dying.
Yeah.
You're barely spooked. The look in your eyes when you first started running was pretty funny.
Eat that water section.
Eat that first water section.
Is it? Oh, there are more. Okay. I just remember.
You're in one right now.
Shit, we need a box. I just remember when the game came out, people were just like, the water section is the worst thing ever. Does the barrel count?
Where the fuck is it?
Is that on the other side of that door? Ooh, there, okay.
Block the path, run.
I probably should have shut that door behind me.
That would help. So, what is your body at right now?
All good. Slight headache.
Oh, okay, cool. So it just heals you all the way and stuff.
Oh, and I got to keep my needle.
Nice. That wasn't too bad. Don't worry though, it gets spookier. We have only seen 1.5 of the enemy types.
Nice.
Hey, Keho. Welcome to Spooktober. So we now it's right behind you. Beautifully
Dick.
done. That's the sound of it smashing. Look at all this shit to jump on. Your just whole body is moving when you speak the door.
Me?
Yeah, you're going like in the chair.
Yeah, I get into it. Okay?
That's that's awesome. This is what I wanted to happen. Oh man, are you ready for when we can afford VR?
Oh my god, it's did we get to it? Nice.
Playing this in VR.
God.
Oh man, you need to get your job back.
Because I've done some VR demos of things that are the super height things where I was standing on the edge of a building and I was just like, oh god. For that.
Yeah,
So.
you did it. You defeated it.
Oh, nice. Defeated it by running away.
Oh, well, that's good. We played Borderlands. We're gonna stop now and probably not pick it up until next month.
Mm-hmm. There have been some bug issues and they're rebalancing the characters and
no one's watching us. So.
yeah, and no one ever comes to hang out when we play it. But that's probably because hundreds of people are streaming that.
But who are you playing? There you go. You got some nice little safe zone.
Oh, is it the same side? Oh, that is a weird fountain.
You do not want the fountain.
I don't want that fountain.
You don't want a fountain where you can spit on your own crotch.
That's weird. Tap water.
Can you drink the water?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know if there's like you can grab it and it like heals you or something.
No.
Now the question is, we gotta make sure we avoid playing horror games that everyone else is playing.
I mean, what's the big popular horror game right now?
I don't think there really is one, because there hasn't been a big AAA horror release in a while.
So I guess that's the storage. Oh, because this area is like
Gooped.
gooped.
Don't worry, you're gonna goop it.
Yeah. Is there anything in these chairs back here? Oh, there's a chest. Hell yeah, oil.
Do you know what YH means? It
YH.
just says that. The bottom one.
I don't know. I'm not super caught up on chat speak abbreviations or whatever.
Does YH man mean something? Because it just says it seems a bit slow on PS4. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of technical issues. RE2 is definitely a game I want to get because I really want to play it. But yeah, I forgot about it. I even forgot about that game came out. That is probably the last real big AAA horror release. I'm just excited because they also made it sound like they're going to remake Nemesis.
Since the remake of 2 was really good.
Yeah, 2 did really well. Is that actually the puzzle?
Oh, I don't know. I was just wanted to break that on the fountain.
Take that, spooky lady.
Because I just ran screaming through a dungeon being chased by an invisible monster.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
We'll do the panorama.
This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
It's such a strange thing to ask though. Like, have you ever ridden on an elevator before?
This is also in the 16th century.
I know, so like just thinking about that point in time where people didn't use elevators for stuff.
What's even the point of being alive pre-elevator? Yeah, we'll ride this elevator down to the spooky depths.
Is that where I need to go first or last?
Oh, I'm sure that's progress. I bet that doesn't even work if you grab it. Yeah.
Okay.
But it saved the game, which means now monsters are going to show up.
Yep. Alright, so we have the machine room, storage.
Was there anything
The
upstairs?
2 upstairs rooms, yeah.
Oh, there were 2 upstairs rooms.
Mm-hmm. There was
Unless
the
the
study
YH man was man.
and the guest room.
Where do you want to go first?
Probably the study. It
Like,
seems like a good
Which
place
seems
for
least haunted.
clues and notes and whatnot.
Gotta find them clothes. Really, after we're done with this, I'm excited to find the part in the video where I banged on the door. I want to see what your face looked like.
I mean, I did go like that, so you will enjoy it.
Clip it.
I did not.
Send it to Kotaku highlight reel. I don't know. October pranks. I bet Dead by Daylight will go free this month for a little bit.
What is that game again?
It's an asynchronous multiplayer game where it's a killer versus a bunch of like normal dudes.
Oh,
And you
okay.
have to turn, like, the normal dudes have to fix generators while the monster tries to kill everyone to stop generators. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened.
Johan's here.
What? The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I had been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as told that the font is making my eyes hurt. It was, as was told about, an underground... Fucking stop making up words. Mithorak temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Those are different things. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstad, investigating one of the antiquated trails. When I finally found the cavern, I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings, and the trees had turned charcoal, black with leaves of cinder and the ground covered with murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the growing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away from the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lie awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Aldstadt.
Sorry, kind of zoned out for a second.
Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Why are you zoning out?
Kind of tired.
Sleepy boy?
A little bit.
A tinderbox.
And a funnel that's freaking out.
It's a funnel. What else would it do? Chair. Oh. Running out of oil.
Yeah.
Fuck you, chair.
Is this place considered dark?
Probably, yeah, it is. But there's a box behind you that luckily probably has tinder and oil in it.
Which box are you looking
Left.
at? That one?
Right. Right.
Oh, that one. I see it now.
So are you doing this for a reason?
Oh, I thought there'd be something like in this corner.
You can take that statue, though.
Again?
It's yours now. Forever. Nope. Now it's up there.
Nope.
This is an enormous study.
It is quite large.
This isn't even a study. This is like a wing of the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a thing we're gonna try to do.
Do what?
Oh, Robert was like, how many bits for Will to have to carry the statue to the end of the game?
No.
I think PewDiePie tried doing that in his playthrough. I think when I watched his early stuff, I think I remember him trying to do that.
What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw. But I can sense it. It's definitely there.
That's a hand. That's a dog. Never
That's a
mind.
dog.
It looked. I just saw the part. I thought it was just a hand doing that. Like he just mounted it.
Mannequins.
Monarnicans.
Whoop, knocking off door stuff.
Seasons don't fear the mannequins. It is a penis.
It does.
Ooh, you got
There it
crazied.
I was wondering when there was going to be something like that coming out of one of those.
It's better than a pile of mannequin penises.
Mm-hmm.
Now burn its penis. You can just smash it off the skull and just be like,
Can I?
no, I'm just
Oh,
saying
okay.
that would be funny if that was like the level of interactivity that there was. The Holy Scriptures. How will we ever learn of Lord Skargaloth?
What is this book even?
It's all runes.
Written in something.
It is written in something. What does that say?
Anatomy Frontiers?
Frontiers.
Since this guy, whoever is dissecting animals and whatever.
Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of the life and its relation to the power I sensed within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice as they prove less of a hassle to acquire. They're taking your juju and your mojo. Will, you gotta protect your mojo.
Oh, there's another letter? It is.
Animal experiment. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seem to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. Cosmic egg crate genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror.
That's fucked up.
You gotta spook 'em to juke 'em.
Wait, what does that even mean?
Nothing. I'm gonna put you on a table and take your bits. That's what he means. Will, your bits are his now. Oop. Spooky burped.
Go ahead and light a candle. Not that that really helps, but...
So I think you're at a dead end.
Oh yeah, we are. Damn.
What a waste of a candle. Should probably need the lantern in here because there's a chandelier. But
It was supposed to be the windows freaking out.
there's probably chandelier spooking you.
Mm-hmm. Where are all the ghost Pokemon?
The worst type of Pokemon. They are the Federation of Pokemon.
Space America forever.
If you're different from us, you're wrong. What did you
find anything in here?
I mean, this may be a game that has like just extra shit.
So what are we looking for?
Nothing. You're trying to
right,
probably get
just
on the
kinda-
elevator,
Yeah.
which is probably fixed in the machine room. I don't think I've ever found myself having to climb out of bed.
How does one climb out of bed?
I don't know, it just said climbed out of bed. Are you ready for that statue to get up and start chasing you on its weird legs? I mean the fountain.
Yep.
It's gonna spit water on your crotch.
Why am I?
Because it's spitting water on its crotch right now.
Okay.
It's all it knows how to do. Stop shifting when we're not looking, sand dunes. That's why I never want to get up, is because I don't want to climb the ladder after things.
What they want with my journal?
They took your journal.
When I was a kid, I had a bunk bed and I had a ladder to my bed, and I enjoyed sleeping up higher. It was really weird because I had a bunk bed for such a long time. It was weird getting used to a bed that wasn't elevated.
I had to sleep on the top bunk when I lived with my first roommate in college and then with Alex, and I really didn't like it, mainly because one, I move a lot in my sleep, and there was a couple, I never fell out of bed. Wait, no, I fell out of bed one time, but I was like awake while it was happening. I woke up and just kind of landed on my feet as it was happening. But the ladder was really uncomfortable to climb because it was just like thin rungs, so like stepping on it just put a lot of pressure on my feet.
Okay.
And then, so I would just end up jumping down out of bed, and that shock also hurt my feet. It just sucked getting in and out of bed. Also, it made it really hard to hide how much I was masturbating.
Of course.
But it was worth it for when I got to have that room to myself for like a semester and a half.
How'd that happen?
Oh, Evan, Alex went to Japan. And I got to have the biggest room in Stout all to myself.
Nice.
And then he died.
That was Kyle.
I know, it was a callback to our previous thing.
Okay.
I miss Kyle.
2nd of
I never
July,
got to meet him.
1839. I received a
don't
letter
think you
today
guys would've
from the
gotten along. I think you guys
Algerian
would've gotten
governor's
along, I
office
guess,
disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
They spilled the wine. No! The vintage.
Alright, here's something. A crowbar
There were those boards
on that door.
way at the beginning.
Yep. There was another letter.
Have you heard the new song by Fritz and the Tantrums, I Want to Shine?
I haven't actually.
Just plays on my Pandora all the time. More juice for your brain body.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th,
Oh,
the
it's
day I was
Cratchit.
trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some
I have
extreme
played
measures to
Machine for
continue.
Pigs, yes, but Will has
He
not.
finally visits the chamber himself, where
That
he
one's
retrieves
also pretty
the
good,
orb
but I
to
think
the
this one's
surface.
probably better.
His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Ah, crowbar for this.
Now do you get the crowbar back?
I don't know.
The key. Please, let it be here.
How did you break a crowbar?
Because Daniel's a strong guy. Yeah, it's shattered.
Yeah, we'll probably do a full LP of this, since it's not a super long game, and Will really likes it. He's...
It's the best, yeah.
really glad I told you about the closet. This would have been the time to bang on the door. Well, so I said we're looking for more games for Spook Time. We have a list of what we're going to do for Spooktober. But yeah, if you want to drop it, preferably on our Twitter at GGWBP. Yeah, we're looking. Hopefully when they go on sale, we'll pick up some new games. We're planning to do spooky gameplays all through October.
Did it leave?
Corey in the house for the Nintendo DS. Just you can peek out the door. Looks like it's gone.
What was that for?
Try to spook you, but it didn't work because you're too strong.
It vaporized the door.
Well, it ate the door.
Did it eat the door?
If you see their mouths, you'd see they're very capable of eating doors.
Okay. Is that where that band went?
Yes. That was a little immersion breaking that the game was like, hey, idiot, you better hide.
Yeah, but it probably also didn't want players to just get stuck in this room with a monster.
Why not just have Daniel say, I should probably hide?
That would be a better way to do it.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an
America's
exhausting
birthday.
nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar
Why
proved
isn't this
unnecessary.
orb the scariest
It was
shape?
pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged
where
on their
all the most
own,
evil
with
things
no
come
adhesive.
I don't know.
The ancient stone relic now rests
Maybe
on
because
my
it's
table.
perfectly round and
Its immaculate surface and perfect
being able
shape
to
could have been molded by a
comprehend perfection
factory.
is a strange thing.
This is
that why
all
testicles are so
too
scary?
strange.
Yes. Testicles aren't round. They're not perfectly round,
They're
though.
perfectly. You're, what? Yours? Then you should go to a doctor. That's weird that yours aren't. You're the weird one.
None of them are.
You. How many testicles do you see? Not scrotums. I mean testicles.
Oh,
Oh no.
5, 6?
Why did you see an odd number of testicles?
Because I dated a veterinarian.
And she was just like, look at these balls.
Yeah, she was like, hey, look at these pictures of dog testicles I have. We did and then like the other day she'd be like, we did castrations today in class.
Well, I meant like people testicles. We have the most superior testicles. That's why we can fly airplanes.
Of course.
Well, what are you talking about? Your testicles aren't perfectly spherical. Go to the doctor. You better do that before you cancel your health insurance.
Right, into whatever this place is.
Storage.
Into storage. Where all the monsters are stored.
No, it's where they keep all of the stores.
Or is it where they store all the age?
Shit. Maybe it's where they store all of the Aegiao Numa.
What?
Yep. Bonus points to anyone who can say who Aegiao Numa is in the chat.
How many points?
How many testicles have you seen? 5? 5
Never
points. What? Amnesia, Evil Within, because we just finished the Evil Within 2 on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot I owned Soma. Yeah, we did. We already played Layers of Fear not on stream. It was okay. We're going to be playing Alan Wake. I'm going to be playing Alan Wake because Will's right in it.
Oh, am I out of oil? Damn, I am out of oil. Nope.
I'm thinking we might do Fear, but that'll probably be near the end so Will can have the catharsis of shooting stuff. Yeah, we need to finish Outlast. We are going to play Conarium. And we've already each individually beaten Prey.
Mm-hmm.
I'd want to play it again, but I just remember too much of it right now, so it wouldn't be fresh.
Which one? Prey?
Prey, yeah.
Yeah, Prey was really good.
Yeah, Fear is not scary, but it feels good to shoot things.
I would say Prey's not scary after it. I would say Prey's not scary after a little bit. Like once you start getting some abilities.
Yeah. It's more just like a good tense game, especially when you play on the hardest difficulty. The nightmare is always scary, though.
No, I got to the point where I looked forward to him showing up for all his rewards.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Yeah, I'm not going to buy Outlast 2. If I can get that, if someone wants to gift that to the channel, or it goes on sale for like $2, but we do have Outlast 1. I'll make Will play that again. He stopped at Wheelchair Man. What? Did you teleport?
No.
Have you played Fear?
No, I haven't played any of the Fear games.
Nice, those games are good. Well, Fear 1 is really good, and Fear 2 is fine, it's just more Fear. Fear 3 is cool because it's co-op. And it's asynchronous co-op.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means?
You're playing two different stories at the same time?
Sort of. It just means you're not both the same same type of character, you're like different. Where one person plays as Point Man, the normal protagonist, the other one gets to play as a son of a bitch.
I don't have to wait before he's gone.
Is he in the room with you?
No, he turned around.
I don't know. I do really want Alien Isolation because that game's awesome and I think it'll make Will panic.
No, I'm out of oil.
But it never goes on sale and I don't have $40 to throw at that game. So once again, if someone just has $40, we'll play that game. That has been on, that's like my number 2 on my wish list for like over a year. Because I think there's something with the licensing with the games for the Alien franchise that they just don't go on sale anymore. Even the really shitty Alien Colonial Marines. That is something to consider. But yeah, there's like $700 worth of DLC for
$700?
for Alien Colonial Marines. Because like
Seriously?
because what the fuck happened is because it's basically like a dead game and Sega's like licensing rights are all fucked up. Every single piece of DLC has been listed for $60. Even like there's a shotgun, which would normally be like $1. It's $60. Robert and I were laughing at it pretty hard. Oh, that's right. You can't even buy the base game anymore. It's just the DLC. Because we were thinking about getting that because it's a really shitty game and it'd be fun to play it on the channel. Actually, I don't know if I can do that on this because I'm already library sharing with like 5 people.
Can't see anything.
I made the game very dark.
Yeah, I think you made it too dark.
I made it as dark as the game told me to make it.
But with the light in my face.
I mean, I did it even with the light in the face.
Okay. It's still too dark.
I think it's because you have some weird vision where you can't see in the dark.
I can see in the dark fine. It's just not when it's a screen most of the time.
Well, okay, let's hit escape. If you really can't see,
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going.
let's go to options. Can we adjust the brightness? Okay, hit the brightness up.
This one?
Yep. One more. One more. There we go.
Okay, that helps.
Because I can very clearly see everything.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
What else am I looking for here?
I don't know.
Because I found a drill bit.
That may be just what you need for the machine room.
Oh, and then I can just leave.
Probably. Because you came down here without looking in the machine room.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm almost positive the machine room is like the next big progress room. Just turn the elevator on. So if you know where the exit is, just feel free to haul your ass there.
It's right there.
And there you go, you did it. Probably go for like 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Will's got drawn to do. Oh, you're handling it. You're doing good. Your soul is clean, crisp. I burped, and it tasted real good.
Drink the crazy water.
But the real question is what we're gonna find in the machine room? Is it Machine Head?
Oh, I thought you were going to say is it a machine for pigs?
No. I also think the monster design in this game is much better than a Machine for Pigs.
Really?
Yes. Okay, well now we know what you need to find.
The key to the machine room, which is probably in storage, because I didn't look through all of storage.
Did you even look in the guest room?
Yeah, that was where I found... That was where I hid in the closet.
Well, and you looked in both rooms upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then it's probably down there. That's the only other room left. Just hit the monster with an RKO.
If I could, I would.
Out of nowhere.
Do you think he'd be able to get up after that?
It really depends how much of a push Vince McMahon is giving your character. Are you a heel or a face?
Assuming this is Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daniel's a face.
The groundswell for these gatherers is pretty high, so I don't know. He might just be a jobber.
So we checked the room over there.
I honestly have no idea where we've looked. I've been
Yeah,
looking
we
down
checked the room over there, and then he broke open the door There's the night vision.
I hope I never wake up to a note from myself telling me to kill someone.
I also hope you don't. Is that me making that noise?
It's probably another water monster. There you go. What do you do?
I don't know. For some reason, I thought this was a platform I needed to get onto.
No, there's nothing like that in this game. That door. Did you open that door?
No, I did not.
Nah. I was like, you should hold on to that and throw that into a monster's face.
Can you?
Yeah. It will stun them very momentarily. It's usually not super worth it to try to throw shit at them, but you definitely can. And they'll go, hey. It's a lot of bugaboos.
A lot of bugs. There's a good drop.
That was a good box.
It's just a good room.
Thanks, good room. You're a real bro.
Now we need to leave before a monster shows up. Tries to eat my face.
Don't worry, they won't try to eat your face.
Okay, what are they gonna try to eat?
They're not going to try to eat you at all.
Oh, okay.
They're going to put you in a burlap sack and leave.
Oh, that's it?
Well, they're going to put you in a burlap sack, stick you under the couch, and then leave.
Okay. Fuck, someone comes in here.
That looks like.
Somebody's part for a drill pit. You can't put out candles, right?
I don't think so. Also, the burlap sack will smell kind of funky, so.
Is it going to take me to
Yes.
hydrogen jail?
What is that thing you can grab? Ah, looks like rusted shut. Is that why we haven't gotten Half-Life 3? Well, you know where to run, right?
Yeah.
So.
Alright. Was that Evan?
Just spooked me. Do people still even want Half-Life 3 anymore? I don't know. I mean, I would play it if it was actually made by Valve and if it was to the level of quality as the other two. But I mean, it's not something I'm excited for. Alexander, I have prepared the explosive you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I have arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you are ready to go.
Okay, so we need to do something with the Actually, what do I have? Drill.
That sounds terrible.
Can't assemble the drill yet. You need to find all the parts. Okay, so we're missing a part of the drill, and then we'll drill into the casks and get the liquid out of it.
And then make a bomb.
And we make a bomb, and then blow up all the monsters.
Take that, monsters.
Fuck you, monsters. Space America!
That's the end of the game. Do you, like, actually remember the end of this game?
Not really.
Good. I was like, who told you?
I think it was you.
I don't remember the end of this game. Really, I remember. All I remember is you get a choice at the end of the game to be good or evil. That looks like a piece of drill bit. Oh, throw those like giant shurikens.
Hey.
Remember, monsters can hear noises.
Oh, right.
So for someone who really doesn't want makers to show up and touch their butt, time to make that drill bit.
There we go.
And now you just put everything in the chemical jar. Tinderbox. Oh, there's some up there.
So they put everything in a chemical jar?
Yeah, you have a chemical jar that you use to put the acid.
The chemistry
pot. Sure, whatever. Pot, jar, you smoke it. Who cares? Can a punch. So, this one. Use your liquid vessel. You weren't, it wasn't glowing when you were doing it. There we go. That's a lot of liquid.
Partially filled pot.
Now you don't need to be creep crapping when there's not a monster.
But it could be anywhere.
Well, the game goes, brr, there's a monster.
Mm.
It's not like Alien Isolation where the monster is hiding until it's about to kill you. That's why I'm really excited to play that game where you're just going to be like, where the fuck is it? All the time. And then the answer is in your butt all the time. Well, like if that can go down to like $15 or $20, I will pick it up because that game is like a 20-hour long game, so it'll just be 20 hours of Will going.
There we go. We have the explosives.
Now monsters are going to show up. What are you going to use the explosive on?
I don't know.
Yeah, but you need to leave for sure. Because there are potentially hundreds of gatherers.
Mm-hmm.
So just killing one isn't going to do anything.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Can you blow off the door to the machine room?
That's what I was going to go check.
Excuse me. Oh, I was like, what's going on with this door?
I thought it was a push door, but it's a pull door.
To push me, pull you?
No.
Bonus points for who can tell me what a push me, pull you is and what it's from. You'll get 10 points, double the amount of testicles William has seen in his life.
Can I use the item this way? Nope.
Can you use the fine lock pick thing?
Nope. Back to the storage room because there was more of it we haven't explored.
Still?
Yeah, you didn't see the far side door?
No.
Yeah, it's a door that was directly on the far side of the room after entering.
Oh. No, alright. That monster is just so pissed. You keep leaving every time it's ready to kung fu flip out of one of those barrels.
Can they hide in objects?
Will Smith has been marked.
So they can like hide in closets and shit. CJ.
Thirsty in some
CJ.
water.
CJ.
No.
CJ. CJ.
No.
CJ. I'm reading all the chat now. Yeah, because we went left and we've gone right, so we need to go forward.
Huh. I'm actually a little surprised, Rob, that you have not read Dr. Dolittle.
I have no light.
Well, your night vision will kick in once you get into the darkness. You got some lights for torches. You have a lot of tinder boxes. Yep, monsters are here.
Because the bones.
Those are bones. Which means there's more My Hero Academia.
What does that have to do with bones?
Bones is the studio that made My Hero Academia. Learn more about the shit you love, Will. Learn more about Robert's second trait.
Second trait.
The second trait is anime.
Oh, it's saved.
Oh, when I looked it up, all the results from a game I'd never heard of. There's a game called Push Me Pull You. I mean, I'm sure it's a... Push Me Pull You is just a Siamese, like, alpaca that is attached at the hip, so it just has two front halves. Oh, what the fuck? I should probably get farther away.
How do I know when it's going to explode?
Did you have to interact with it?
Set out the explosive before you are safely out of the blast area.
What?
How do I set it off?
Do you throw a tinder thing at it?
A tinder thing?
Like a tinder box at it? And you click on it when you're far away?
No.
Well, just look in your inventory. Is it still in your inventory?
No.
What the fuck?
Should I throw something at it? And just
Oh,
make it
yeah, I
explode?
bet. Because it's just volatile liquid. Throw a bone at it. Or this
Throw
rock.
the skull.
Can you hit it? What a miss.
Almost.
Oh, I know what that game is. It's still called... That's gonna go off now. Too close.
Really? That's too close?
How much damage did you take? Oh, damn.
One was bleeding crap badly.
Drink that juice. There we go. Oh, I didn't know that was called Push Me Pull You. But yeah, I've actually... I think I played that game. It's like a weird sport one where you like wrap around the body. It's weird. But yeah, that's what a Push Me Pull You is. It's just a two-headed alpaca. And there's a little song about it in the movie for Dr. Dolittle. Not the one with Eddie Murphy, the old one. Which is actually still really good. It's much weirder than the Eddie Murphy one. The Incredible Dr. Dolittle.
Come on. Move. There we go.
Is that arguably the end of major Hollywood musicals? I wouldn't know. That's interesting. One thing I was thinking about for the podcast in terms of movies going forward, I'll say it after this.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Oh, that's it.
Was watching movies that were the end of things, like how Sinbad and Adventures on the High Seas was the last 2D animated film by DreamWorks because it shut down that studio.
Is it because it did so poorly? Or?
Yes. Same with like how Titan AE was the end of 20th Century Fox's animation department.
There's gonna be a monster in here, I can already tell.
Oh, that's a bummer. It's a huge flop. I just remember really liking that movie.
Which one?
Dr. Dolittle. But maybe if I saw it now, I'd be like, oh, that movie sucks. But
Two doors on
oh yeah, that's fine. I just was saying for the future, that could be a thing to talk about. Look at all these things you'll be able to throw at monsters. Sorry.
Okay, so there's two doors on that side.
So are we still looking for a key?
I don't know what we're looking for now.
Can you open that box?
Which box? This one? No. That's the one that looks like you can open it, but you really can't. Okay.
Well, that's a problem because I've never found a movie genuinely scary.
Because you've always just been like, it's just a movie.
Yep. I found movies that I was like, that's kind of disturbing, like Silence of the Lambs. But I've never watched a movie and been like, fuck, that scared me. Not even the Babadook.
This shouldn't be.
I heard words just then.
Is the Babadook a movie?
Yeah. It was a movie that came out like a year or two ago, and it just got a lot of clout for being a new horror idea that was genuinely really scary.
But what was it?
What do you mean, what was it?
Like, what was the idea?
It just, the idea of horror and motherhood.
There, now the monster can't get me. I'm safe in the barrels. Was the Babadook a monster?
I don't want to say, it's all spoilers.
Oh, are you guys gonna watch it?
I don't know. Someone could watch this VOD and then be like, oh.
Yeah. Good catch then.
Oh man, we should watch Plan 9 from Outer Space at some point.
What is that?
Arguably one of the worst movies ever made.
Alright, so we got some lantern oil now.
That's good. Now Will can be less dark spooked.
Did it see me? Am I hidden enough?
I don't know. Is it even out and around?
I thought I heard it slamming a door down.
What door did it slam? We'll just knock that door open.
Just that one's closed, that's closed.
I mean, you probably have to go in there. Is it on the other side of the open door? And it doesn't know how to get around the door.
I don't know.
Remember, don't try to look at it.
But I mean, I need to know where it is.
You just have to believe that's where it is.
There's nothing there.
Then why was the door freaking out?
I don't know. Maybe it was like a.
Why are you going back this way? Oh, there's a tinderbox, right?
Oh.
Because have you gone to the door to your left?
No, I did one.
Well, you know that door has monsterness with it.
Yeah, which means there could be something in there.
But there could also mean this door on your left is nothing. You can more safely explore that looks like a staircase. This door is something.
Yeah, I figured this was progress.
Oh, God, no. Please. I'm begging you.
Damn.
Alright, then you can go try that door, but don't blame me when a monster grabs your butt.
Can they grab you?
What do you mean, can they grab you?
Can they grab you?
Maybe. Maybe you don't want to go over there. Maybe that's just a monster closet, and you just want to make progress.
Yep, not going over there anymore.
That's really weird.
That is weird.
Bye, spooky monster. We're just trying to find a point where the game saves at this point so we can stop. So hopefully we'll find a door that goes between zones. Okay. Fire is spooky.
Okay. Oh, did I miss that item? Is that an item?
What item?
Right there? Or is that a candle?
It's a candle.
Okay.
You can tell from pretty far away if it's an item, because it's blue.
I swear there's a monster right here.
That'll kiss your butt.
Steam rod.
A full set of 3 rods is unavailable. There is 1 rod in the inner study rooms. Oh, we have to go back to the study.
Okay.
Which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it's absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage before using the mended one. There's the monster.
Is he gonna come break down the store?
Not unless he has a reason to.
Can I? Yeah, I can leave back through.
You can just peek out the door and see if he's still there. Because remember, they can't open doors like normally. So you won't ever like silently sneak up on you and open the door.
I think we're okay for now. We just need to haul ass back to the front lobby area, I guess.
Yep. And then go into the study again. Still find a way into the machine room, which probably in the study.
Yeah. I kind of want to know what's in there, but I think he's still gonna bang on the door if I go over there.
Mm-hmm. also have to be careful that it's not always just going to be one monster. Looks like you moved. There you go.
Alright, what do we got?
Some tinder. And some more tinder. Can you open this box behind you, or is it just about it?
No, it's just a box.
Oh, there you go. Excuse me.
Not a lot.
That's what this game is. Right there, you run.
There we go.
Oh, okay, yeah, so if you stare at enemies too long, they just know where you are. I didn't think they could catch you.
I think they let go of shit for a little bit.
It's not behind you, right? Nope.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shame will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
That is true.
Your body is probably hurting a bunch.
Oh yeah, I think I am, yep, barely conscious. There we go.